What's up, guys, and welcome back to House Flipper 2. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. We're going to immediately hop on the laptop because it looks like we have quite a few new notifications here on the homepage. We've got one new one in Pinnacove, which I thought that we were done with, but apparently not. This one from Harold Smile, or maybe it's Smiley. But they say, my dear and very pregnant wife has finally agreed to hire a professional to finish the nursery. However, it wasn't easy to make her drop the idea of doing it herself. I convinced her by saying a professional could also arrange the open space she dreams about. Sally has wanted to join the kitchen, dining, and living room for years. Now she also says it'd make it easier for us to keep an eye on our kid. I hope you'll find the time to help us. I'm worried that now, with the open space idea fresh in her mind, Sally is ready to tear down the walls herself. And I don't think her swinging a hammer would be good for the baby. Yeah, I don't either, Harold. I'm going to be honest with you. But we'll accept the job. We'll head there now. So it sounds like nursery, and then we're going to be kind of opening up their house. Slow for children. Okay, got it. Noted. But it sounds like we're going to be opening this place up quite a bit. So from the kitchen... there is always a mess. Always a mess in these houses. Oh, this is nice, though. I love a good Merlin up on the wall. That looks pretty solid. So this area is going to get opened up into the living room and also into the kitchen. That sounds easy enough, but where's this nursery at? This must be their bedroom. Oh, it's right here. Obviously. It says, I love you here painted on the wall. Oh, Sally. Oh, Sally, you tried. It is probably best to just leave this up to the professionals to handle. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but we've kind of been doing this for a while now. But that's all the trash already cleaned out. I'm a big fan of that. You guys know it. Any other trash in here? I need to use our flipper vision more often. I kind of forget that that even exists. Okay, so trash finished. Now we're immediately gonna pull out our little scrubbing brush and our spray bottle here. If anyone knows what sort of solution is inside this spray bottle, let me know, because I'm really curious. It works pretty dang good. I'd like to get it for my own house, IRL. Seems like that's probably it for our spritzing. Now we're gonna go back to the nursery and start scrubbing it all down. But first, I wanna check our cleaning perks. Oh, we can spray faster. Okay, yeah, I noticed during that the spray still isn't super quick, so can't wait to unlock that. Looks like I missed a little spot there, and we've got quite the mess here on this window. Let's just tackle that first, and then we'll get to scrubbing. By golly, we've done it. That was pretty easy, not gonna lie. So we know that they want a good majority of these walls demolished, but before we do that, I think we should probably go through and sell some stuff, because I have a feeling, yep, a lot of this stuff is actually gonna be mounted to the walls we're supposed to be demolishing. Also, they clearly show specifically which walls they want to have removed, and they even show us how they want their nursery to be configured, which, as someone who doesn't have kids yet, that's very helpful, because I don't know the first thing about how to organize a nursery, you know what I'm saying? But we've still got two more items in here that we need to sell off. It's the arches. It's that guy and this guy. Easy. All right, next area. Just the one arch right there. The faulty blender that made the mess on the walls. And then those two columns right there. That looks better already, in my opinion. Did I miss anything in the dining room? Nope, nothing to sell in there. What about in the nursery? Yeah, all this stuff, including the paint. I'm hesitant to sell that. It is telling us to sell it, though. We're probably just going to have to buy it again. I'm guessing that's the color they want this room to be. But they are done weightlifting. You don't need to lift weights after you have a kid, apparently. And this, I'm going to sell it too because we sold the other one. But yeah, we're probably going to have to just buy new ones. What am I missing in here? The light, maybe? Oh, the sticky notes. great work. Have a great day. That's very sweet. All right, it's time to drop the hammer. Let's get the old sledgehammer out, and we should be able to make quick work of this. What the heck's going on here? Oh, it's a little lighting glitch. Yeah, from us, like, demolishing the walls. That stuff happens. You know, that stuff happens from time to time. It's really not a big deal. Let's see what else we have here in the nursery. Yep, surprise, surprise. We needed the paint that we sold off. And judging by their 2 color choices here, it's a safe assumption that they've probably not had a gender reveal yet, which is totally all right. You know, some people don't want to know. I get that. But we're going to be painting, it looks like just this wall and the wall behind us in blue, and then the other 2 walls, I'm guessing, are going to be pink. I guess we'll kind of just have to wait and see. I really hope they're not going to leave it with just the drywall with all the, out of paint. All the nail holes filled and tape lines done and everything. I guess we'll find out as soon as we fill this roller. No. Wallpaper. We're doing wallpaper in here. Wait, so are they actually having us determine the baby's gender? That's a big ask. I am not a doctor, but since we've already painted these 2 walls blue, I guess it's a boy. Girls can like blue too, you know, but that's just historically, that's kind of the color selection, right? If you do a gender reveal, maybe you get fireworks or sparklers or smoke bombs or something. Usually people are doing blue and pink. That's just the way it's always been. The wallpaper does incorporate both pink and blue though, so maybe they wanted stripes. I don't know, but let's start getting this nursery furnished, dude. Again, they've so graciously given us a sort of outline that we can follow, so let's kind of stand that same direction here in the room. So this, the changing table with drawers and everything, is going to go in front of the window, which is also in front of the radiator. Seems a bit problematic, but it is their house. As for the crib, that is going to go right over here in this corner. That looks good. Armchair is going to be about a 45-degree angle. Ooh, I like the color on this. In this corner, we're going to have to move this little exercise ball. Why does a baby need an exercise ball? Does anyone have an answer for that? I don't. Now, the rug in their outline is definitely square or rectangular, but the rug they actually want us to use is flower shaped. So I'm just going to very simply place it right there. Same exact spot, roughly, that one's in. Clock is going to go above the crib. Try to get that as center as we can. That looks pretty solid to me. And then we've got 2 posters. So we've got the beaver poster and the frog poster. Those are going to go right up over here. Hate to cover up such a beautiful wallpaper, but we got to do it. It's what they want. It's what they asked for. And then that little circle there, maybe that's the plant pot. No, that looks weird. That looks weird. The plant pot itself is far too small. So maybe we put the little like wicker basket looking one over there instead. Rubber ducky. You're going to go right up in there. And then the exercise ball for kids is going to go right there, I guess. All right, and then the last thing that we have to do in here is just unpack a box. Should be pretty easy. A lamp. I guess I'm gonna put that up there. Got to make sure we get it clicked on though. And then the rest of the stuff is probably just going to be like nursery decorations. Yep, that's exactly what it's looking like here. They're really hooking this kid up, dude. He's got his own Polaroid camera. How many kids do you know that have their own Polaroid, dude? That's wild. I'm gonna try to fix that really quick. There we go. And it looks like that's a wrap on the nursery. A job well done. Now, back out into the much more open living, dining, and kitchen area. Let's see what we have to do here. 3 bar stools. The countertop doesn't have the bar extension. Maybe we're going to be replacing that. For now, I'll just get all 3 of these placed down. There we go. And then we'll step back into the kitchen area. No. No, they're gonna leave it. See, like normally you'd have a countertop that kind of extends past the cupboard base, right? But not here. Well, I guess the last thing that we're gonna be doing here is some black subway tile, probably in the kitchen if I had to guess, for a backsplash. Yep, we've got our outline now. Looks good to me. And you guys know I am a sucker for a subway tile backsplash. I don't know what it is. It's timeless. It always looks good. Even a really dark color like this. Usually I lean more towards white, but that matches the kitchen pretty dang well. And there we go. 3 stars. Let's go ahead and finish the job for 14,288 smackaroonies, which puts us just over the threshold of $300,000 in the bank account, dude. I'm feeling pretty dang good about that. Oh, and now we have 4 new jobs out in the Coral Root Forest. We should probably start at the bottom. I think the people at the bottom inquired first. So let's see what Gladys Thorne is up to. She says, I'm writing on behalf of Asenzo, the architecture firm. We accomplished many successful projects in the Pinacova region. Unfortunately, while finalizing the last one, we met some difficulties. Our client requested a few alterations to the initial design of the house, which our team gladly provided. However, the hired contractor didn't deliver, leaving us with a half-finished interior and door frames in place of some of the planned windows due to an order mix-up. Since I've heard favorable opinions about you, I've decided to entrust you with completing the remodeling. I hope the quality of your work will indeed match the Asenzo standards. Sincerely, Gladys Thorne, Asenzo Regional Manager of Pinacova, or whatever her title was. Wow, this is gray. Some might even say bleak. I mean, the shape of the whole house looks cool, don't get me wrong. It's very modern, very cool, very modern. Maybe they pop outside 4 or 5 hours, have chocolate cigarettes. You never know. But yeah, it's kind of dull. Very cold feeling. That's kind of the vibe you normally get from these modern places, though.
Gladys Thorne speaking. I'm calling to make sure you understand the assignment. I need everything to go smoothly from now on. Your job's pretty straightforward. Install the windows and take care of 2 unfinished rooms. One is a new guest bedroom on the 2nd floor. The other is the office we want you to turn into a recreation room. And there's also the mess caused by the former crew's incompetence. Cleaning it up is also part of your task.
I wondered. Okay, I'll finish.
I appreciate people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, just lead me to it, all right?
Clear, I'll be getting on with my busy day. Good luck with the job.
Sounds good. I'm also super, super busy. But yeah, I was wondering why everything's kind of like thrown about in here if it's like a new house, right? Like new construction. I'm just going around real quick, making sure we have every single light turned on in the house because it's not our electricity bill at the end of the day. But while I've been doing this, I've been trying to think about what our episode title for this one should be, and I think I've landed on From DRAB to FAB. It's pretty good, right? Wait, I did not notice these footprints earlier. They're pretty big. I was gonna say maybe that's like a raccoon or something, but that is a big old paw print. Straight to the trash. Could be a raccoon, but that's a massive raccoon. I'm thinking we're out in the forest. Maybe a bear, maybe grizzly bear, something along those lines. That's pretty wild. All right, so first things first, we got to get out our trash can, our handy dandy trash can, and we're gonna go around and just clean up all the trash. I think that's everything, both inside and out. I've been trying to like straighten up the cabinets and stuff if they're open, but it's also kind of funny just to see like obviously a newer house with sort of an old school way of heating the house. We've got like a wood burning stove over here. And you had like the toppled furniture too. I'm gonna try to get that rotated around. I'm trying not to go too overboard with the organizing or cleanup just yet because we haven't even broke out the sell tool. Speaking of which, we should probably just start selling a whole bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of plywood, a bunch of loose boards, pallets. All the stuff in here also needs to be sold. Okay. Oh, and here's the door frames that were meant to be windows. Yeah, that's not a good look. And here I was earlier just kind of like jumping through them too, not even really thinking about it. Get rid of that pallet. I think there was one more up here, just in case I forget it later. Try to tackle it now. Oh, and there's more door frames. Okay, we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's keep focusing here on the first floor. First, I think garage and basement bathroom are fine. Got a couple more things in here. Am I crazy? Dude, I can't find this window anywhere. None of these windows have the Muntin bars like that. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh my. So why are you going to show me that it has Muntin bars when it doesn't actually have... Anyways, we're going to get rid of it. We're going to get rid of it and we're going to move on. That should be everything that we need to sell though. So coming back down into the basement, let's start with these windows. I want to try to get all these windows in place and then maybe we'll go around and start vacuuming. There's quite a bit more vacuuming on this job compared to jobs that we've done in the past, which is actually fine with me. I would prefer that over trash, right? Back upstairs into this room, we did have to sell off a couple of those old door frames. We're gonna be putting 3 brand spanking new windows right there. This place is actually gonna look really, really nice from the back side of it after we get the rest of these windows in, which we've got 5 of these and 3 of another variety. Place those 2 there. The outline helps so much. So much. It's hard to mess this part up. It really is. And then these 3 smaller ones. Oh, they're going to go up top. Gotcha. All right, perfect. Yeah, to match the door and these other windows. That makes sense. Okay, that's all the windows in this area. There's something else outside. Oh, stains and vacuum. Okay, we're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. This is a pretty big job, though. I was not expecting this. Let's break out that old vacuum. Try to get all these leaves out of here. Not to mention the broken glass and everything from the original contractors. It's a good thing they called us. Still quite a few leaves outside. We are currently around the back side of the house, but we've got quite a few more up in the front as well. Something I'd love to see maybe later on is a leaf blower for leaves and things outside the property. Like the garden hose in the original house flipper. You know, inside the house, you're scrubbing, right? But outside, it switched to a garden hose. I thought that was kind of neat. Would love to see a leaf blower as well. Now that we're done with the vacuum, we can start spritzing everything. We'll see how much faster that is. Ooh, wait. You can actually spray like immediately after you sprayed. Before we had to wait a couple seconds and it was really slow going. This changes everything. At this point in the series, I'm sure you guys probably know what's coming next. It's time to start scrubbing. Have these last 3 stains here outside the front of the property, and that is that. No more scrubbing. We're all done. Next, we're going to be replacing some surface finish with concrete instead. But where? Oh, right there. Okay. I was going to say maybe that, because that's kind of ugly, but this is the same and it's also ugly. Okay, we've got green marble tile, concrete stone, or natural wood oak panels. Oh, right. Yeah, because that's kind of unfinished. So are we going to utilize all 3 of them? Let's start with the concrete, because that's pretty obvious where that needs to go. Right here, just to sort of finish out that wall. And then maybe they're wanting us to put it on here too. They're kind of giving us the option. I don't know, maybe it would have looked better with the emerald green stuff. We do already have this accent wall here, so maybe it's okay. Maybe it'll end up being a-okay. Let's get that floor replaced right there. Looks good. We're gonna sell that off, and then, oh, we should have done the doorway. Yeah, because in here, we're probably gonna have to do something similar. Yeah, green marble tiles, so they're giving us the choice again. What if we use this for the floor, though? That might actually look good. And well, no, we can't. Yeah, turns out we can't. This has to be hardwood. And this is going to go on this wall. But it's a good throwback, right? It's going to tie in the chimney, I guess you could call it, for the wood-burning stove. You know, I meant to mention this earlier in the episode, but I've been getting a lot of questions regarding House Flipper IRL Part 3, which is still coming. Don't you guys worry, it's still coming. Just a couple minor setbacks. It's probably not going to be this week. Maybe next, though. I wanted to upload it today, but instead, you guys are getting some virtual House Flipper instead, which is just as good, in my opinion. So, now that we're done with the accent walls and the flooring, I believe we're ready for paint. We're just going to be painting the other walls white. Nice and simple. Check downstairs really quick to make sure we don't have to paint or panel anything else. No, looks like we are ready to move on to furnishings. This is probably a good room to get that started in. It's going to be a pool table room, kind of a loungy space. I'm into it. Let's start with the pool table since that's like the largest thing. I think that's probably going to fit best right over here. Might even move this over for them. Even though they're not asking us to do it, it's got to be centered on the pool table. It just has to be. It's time to start unboxing some of these boxes. We are a bit limited on wall space, I would say, but over here seems like a decent enough spot for something like that. Are those is that coffee beans in there? What the heck is this, dude? Oh, and here they are. Here they are. I was wondering when we'd see the pool balls start to show up. Yeah, they're gonna have every single one in this tiny little box, aren't they? Last box. Here we go. What do we got? What does that say? Crabbable? Crabbable. Sure. Yeah. We'll put that on that bottom shelf of the coffee table. We've got a couple of books as well. Same place. Works for me. That's going to be the basement area all finished up. Didn't have to do anything in the garage, anything else in the garage, or the basement bathroom. I don't think we have to do anything in the main floor bath up here. Nothing else in that bedroom. So let's move into this space. It's going to be another bedroom. So we're going to start with the largest object being the bed here. Some interesting wall decor in this room. Not even quite sure what that's meant to be, but we've got 2 nightstands here, 2 lamps, actually a third lamp on the desk. This area of the room does seem a bit cramped, but I don't really think the desk would work well anywhere else. Now let's try this. Let's try this. And then we can move this shelf deal a little bit lower on the wall. Maybe bump that clock up just a smidge right there. Yeah, that looks better. That's a better use of space. But that room is complete as well. So, let's move on now into the living room, dining room, and kitchen area. Only 6 more things to buy. That's really not too bad. No TV? Who has a living room with no TV, dude? I think the very last thing is going to be these 2 additional dining chairs. And that'll about do it. Let me just make sure real quick we don't have anything else to do outside. Back there looks good. We'll check out front. But I think that is going to be all she wrote, yeah, for this property. Trying to get my thumbnail here for From DRAB to FAB, right? But look at how nice the backside of this place looks now. So much better than just randy little door frames everywhere. I think that's a pretty good screenshot. There we are. We'll head back up to the front here for no real reason at all. We definitely don't have to do it. It's just something I've always done. $31,000, nearly $32,000 for completing that job. We still have 3 more job opportunities in the Coral Root Forest, but we now also have a new one in Crawfish Coast, which is probably what we're going to be checking out in the next episode. But for now, I do think that's where we're going to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.